Hey, it's Lumpy with Fool's Paradise Fishing, and today we're going to run down to the Kasilof. It's a little bit early, but we'll give it a whirl and see what happens. And the plan is to get there so that there's some shade over the river, because for the shore guys, that's the best way to catch kings, is the toss to the opposite side of the river from the Crooked Creek recreation site into the shade. Because kings, of course, they like the shade or the dark, and that gets them to bite. So one of the things we're going to take is the only G Loomis rod I own, and I don't even know what model number it is, but we'll take this Kodiak Custom in green and black with a silver body, and we'll chuck that, and we'll see what happens. I've got takedowns with Wicked Lures in purple and red, so you never know. And then we might try some bobber dodging, or bobber dogging, let me rephrase that. Just a small one, and try this little setup instead of a bead, and then we'll see what happens with that. I'm not very optimistic because it's early, even though the guides may be saying, oh, the kings are here. But, they're trying to get you to come on and fish with them. The other thing I'm seeing is a lot of the guides are using these things like the quick fish. This one's not a quick fish, but in these colors, the lemonade colors. So don't know if that's going to work or not. I'll probably try that as a later time. But anyway, remember, it's Lumpy with Fool's Paradise Fishing, and it's called Fishing Not Catching for a reason. And let's go fishing. All right, it's Lumpy with Fool's Paradise Fishing, and we're back. And as you saw, it's a beautiful day out. And the good thing about going down there is the water's really cold and it's good for my knees. However, not much happening. Did see some fish rolling, or jumping, I should say, which shows that the sockeye are starting to arrive. So that means in a couple of weeks or less, we'll be down flipping for sockeye. Not much happened, so I did get a bit of a takedown, throwing this and the wicked lure in the same color. And so black and green seems to be doing good this year so far. Didn't get down there soon enough for getting into the shade. So I'll get down there, getting down there in order to cast into the shade is like getting up at 4. So just got to be more diligent, get up at 4 and go. So hopefully as the season progresses, we'll get some video of of me catching. And then, but if you're over at the Seward Military Resort, rent you some waders or hip boots, get you that rod and reel, grab a wicked lure in green and black, and you want to put a little bit of a weight on it. And so you have a little bit of a leader, a little bit of a weight. That way you get it down, because they're down deep near the bottom. So you want to make sure you get that lure down closer to them. But yeah, if you're camping, you can camp right there at the state recreation site and rent the rod and gear over there at Seward Military Recreation Center. Or if you're up at one of the military base, buy a rod and reel, come on down and camp out there. And just got to get up early while it's got a lot of shade over the river from the rising sun. All right, that's it for this time. It's Lumpy with Fool's Paradise Fishing. They call it fishing, not catching, for a reason, and we'll see you on the river.